Now, let us continue with Introduction to History of Class 6. Children, I have already taught you in previous session about the Introduction to History. In that, you understood the meaning of history, the sources of history, why we need history, and I hope you don't forget, you have not forgotten the father of history, that is Herodotus. Yes, children, let us move on to the next topic, India introduced by Europeans. So, when we come under the source of history, we have, it has been divided into two. One is literary sources and archaeological sources. When we come to literary sources, it is further divided into written literature and oral literature. And then the written literature was further divided into the native literature and foreign literature. I explained you what is native literature, means the literature which has written by our own people from our own land. The same way foreign literature also I have explained. Those are the literatures or written by the historians. Those are the works of the historians from the people from outside our country, from the foreign countries. So related to that, we are going to study India introduced by Europeans. Children, Europeans means who? Those are the people from Europe countries. So let me start with this topic today. Indians had the knowledge of history in the form of Puranas and myths. From ancient times, we Indians, we have about the knowledge of history. How? We have the knowledge of history. When we want to refer to the history, we will check out with our Puranas and myths. But this was very different from the Europeans while they are constructing the Indian history. So their style of constructing the history is very different from our Indians. Yes, children, among the Europeans, the people who arrived to India in 16th century were Jesuit priests. They are Jesuit priests. Who are these Jesuit priests? They are the members of the Society of Jesus, which is in Paris, which was started in 1514, established by Ignatius Loyola. Let me repeat it, children. The Europeans who arrived in 16th century, among them, most of them were Jesuit priests. So who are these Jesuits? Those are the members of the Society of Jesus, which was established in 1514 by Ignatius Loyola. This is situated in Paris. Did you understand? Can I go further? Yes. So Jesuit priests, among them, the first one we are going to study about the important person, that is Heinrich Roth. About 350 years ago, he translated Sanskrit grammar into Latin language. What was his work? He translated the Sanskrit grammar into his language, that is Latin language, which explored our country's grammar to the other countries, those who know Latin. The next one is Codex. Codex, he was also a historian, or he is also a Jesuit priest. He make out the similarities. He make out the similarities between the Sanskrit and European languages. He identified the similarities between Sanskrit and European languages. Children, meanwhile, when these things were going on, the British got the revenue rights in Bengal. The Bengal officers tried to understand the history, the tradition, the customs, values, beliefs and law of Indians to strengthen their trade relationship. As the Britishers got rights, revenue rights to do business in India, so they got revenue rights in Bengal. So they started to understand, the British officers tried to understand our culture, the values, the beliefs and law of Indians. They have to strengthen the trade relationship. These led to understanding more about India by the Europeans, which led to the translation of Manusmriti and Bhagavad Gita. Our India's famous work, Manusmriti and Bhagavad Gita, was translated to English. So, can I repeat again? Manusmriti and Bhagavad Gita translated to English. Next, historian Sir William Jones. Sir William Jones has come to India as a judge of Supreme Court of Bengal. He came as a judge of Supreme Court of Bengal. He formed the Asiatic Society in 1784 CE at Calcutta. He is an Indologist. What do you mean by Indology? Indology, the study of India, is known as Indology. Let me repeat. Sir William Jones, who came as a judge of Supreme Court of Bengal, started the Asiatic Society in 1784 CE. CE means Common Era at Calcutta. He introduced Indology. What do you mean by Indology? Indology means the study of India. Then he was a multilingual expert. He knew multi-languages. So he translated the Gita Govinda, Manava Dharma Shastra into English. Again, I repeat, children. Sir William Jones translated Gita Govinda, Manava Dharma Shastra into English. Next comes Max Muller. Max Muller, he was also a great historian. He wrote Sacred Book of the East. James Mill, he wrote History of India. But these two scholars have not visited India, but they have immensely contributed their work towards construction of History of India. Again, let us come back. Sir William Jones translated Gita Govinda and Manava Dharma Shastra into English, and Max Muller wrote Sacred Work of the East. James Mill wrote History of India. Next, we move on to discuss about Abidobes, a French missionary. He has contributed towards the construction of history of India. Abidobes was a French missionary. What do you mean by missionary? The religious preacher who are sent to a foreign country to spread Christian religion. I'll come back once again. Missionary means the religious preacher who are sent to a foreign country to spread Christian religion. Then you understand, Abidobes was sent from France to India to spread Christian religion. Next, Abidobes came and settled. He arrived and settled at Ganjam near Srirangapattanam. He arrived and settled at Ganjam near Srirangapattanam. He adopted the local custom and local culture. He lived as a sage. Sage means, Rishimuni, like that. So he lived as a sage, and so he was called as Dodda Swami. As he was a sage, he lived as a sage, he was called as Dodda Swami by the local people. He wrote Hindu manners, customs and ceremonies. He wrote a book called Hindu Manners, Customs and Ceremonies, in which he has recorded or he has written the culture, the customs, the values, the festivals, the ceremonies, what Indians will celebrate. Everything has been recorded. And one more important thing, he has recorded the system of Varnashrama in his book. What do you mean by Varnashrama? Varnashrama means it is a social division of Indian society. social division of Indian society into 4 caste or groups. Accordingly, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Shudras and Vaishyas. Okay, Varnashrama system is the society, the social division of society into 4 different groups, and those are Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. Now you are cleared with Varnashrama system? Yes, this has been recorded in his book Hindu Manners, Customs and Ceremony. He lived here for 24 years and he returned back to his country. So this was about a great historian and a French missionary, Abbe Dobes. Next, children, not only these people, other historians also will be very helpful in constructing the Indian history. Those are Elphinstone, Coles, Brooke, Cunningham, Eliot, B.L. Rice, Fleet, Francis Buchanan. So again, I will repeat other historians' names: Elphinstone, Coles, Brooke, Cunningham, Eliot, B.L. Rice, Fleet, Francis Buchanan. These are they helped us in successfully recording the inscriptions, the testimonies, the chronicles, manuscripts, and chronology, I study chronicles, etc. Children, what do you mean by manuscript? It is a written script manually, which is written in hand. The manually written scripts which is not printed or which is not published, those are called manuscripts. Manuscripts are the scripts which is in handwriting of the writer, which will be in handwriting of the writer. Those are called manuscripts. And chronicles means a factual written account of important or historical events in order of their occurrence. According to the occurrence they have been recorded, those are called as chronicles. And the testimony, it is a formal statement testifying to someone's character and qualification. Did you understood the words, that the new words or tough words in your book or in your lesson? Those are chronology or chronicles and manuscripts and testimony and also contemporary. What do you mean by contemporary? The present occurring events has been entered or has been recorded. Those are called contemporary events. So the Europeans have helped, or Europeans has immensely contributed their works towards the construction of the Indian history. Did you all understood? I hope you all understood the introduction of history, which is very important before you are going to carry on your next lessons. Thank you. I'll catch up in next class.